see what I'm getting at? What you're looking for is a basic understanding of what money is and how economic transactions work, and about life in general. My answer to this is hell no. This Peter Singer is an ultimate idiot because of the words he has used. He's talking about necessities. Do you realize that if you go by the proper definition of what he's talked about, we wouldn't even have mobile phones, laptops, nothing. None of these are actual necessities. Cars, none of them are actual necessities. It is actually possible to live without all of these things. Proof of the fact is that we are existing in this world, which showed that our ancestors who never had any of these things did manage to live. So anything apart from necessities means all these other things that we enjoy today. So what this moron has forgotten to consider is quality of life. We are enjoying so many things today, which has improved our life quality, which again has improved our health too. Okay, all these things are connected. So that's one argument. The second, why should any individual be forced to give what he owns to a total stranger? Why on earth should he care? Who's that stranger to him that he should give whatever he owns to them instead of his family members? I mean, seriously, that is for an individual. And then what about countries? They're talking about giving it to the poor. Why should one country care about the poor in another country? How do those people belong to this country? That's two. Number three, where do you think all the technological progress in human civilization has come from? Do you think it is the poor who has ended up progressing human civilization? Think about it. Where do all the research and development get, the funding necessary for them to do so? Where did that economic support come from? It is from rich people who had the money to invest in this. They do it because they not only are fulfilling their social commitment, but they are also hoping to derive benefit from it. That idea, that hope of getting some benefit, is what has progressed humanity as a whole. If there really is no benefit, there would be no incentive for people to do anything. If rich people, okay, first, why does someone want to be rich? Because they want to enjoy a better quality of life. That's simple. It's that damn simple. If we remove that from the picture, there's no value to money itself, to wealth. You understand? If there was really no benefit to becoming wealthy, why would people want to be wealthy? Isn't it simple? So common sense. Now, that said, once they get all the stuff that they need and want, they have extra money, they use it to help R&D, the backbone of human progress. Make no mistake about it, even just 150 years ago, people were still living in medieval historical setup. Every single thing that you have today that you can call elements of the modern age has happened only because someone has invented it. And how do you make inventions? By doing research. Without research and development, where do inventions come from? And who is really going to do research and development? Do you think the poor are going to do it? Do you think they have the facility or the acumen to involve in inventing stuff? Hell no. The only people who can do it are people who have money, which can either be their own or from someone else, and they have the time to spare. Right? Correct? You need time, right, to invest and make all this stuff and to progress, to create something. Will any of these things be possible if you're poor? No. So, those are three reasons. There are more. For instance, number one, if giving away your wealth disabuses your family, why on earth would you do it? A person's primary responsibility is to themselves and their family. And it is within their genes to ensure that they're not going to live forever. So the only thing that actually succeeds them is their progeny, their children. So why should you stop someone from ensuring that their progeny has the best possible things in life? What sense does that make? And again, why should people give to poverty when they are not responsible for it? Most important thing. How can the wealthy in one country be blamed for the poverty in another if they're not directly responsible? But here, in the context provided to you guys, did you notice something really weird? That most of the banning requests have actually come for public libraries, not school libraries. And it isn't even close that the requests for banning books from public libraries make up a simple majority of the cases, which means they're more than double. 59% of requests, right, were to ban books from public libraries. Is that valid? So it's really two things here that you need to consider. While a case can be made for removing books from school libraries because they cater to children, public libraries is another story altogether. That's what you do for movies anyway, isn't it? If the movie is rated in a certain way, people of a certain age are not allowed to enter the movie house. Why can't the same thing apply to a library? Which then goes on to tell you that in reality, the bulk of these books that are being asked to get banned by people, they have nothing to do with age or children. It has to do with other stuff. That's what you need to figure out from this particular issue when you write. Reach the real crux of the issue here.